Here's what you missed on Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.
My Country 96.1, Phathead, Cande Roth. Beautiful. 65 to 68. We'll take it. Another decent day. Looks like a mostly dry Friday. Rain later. Going into Saturday morning, and then we look to be clearing out for the big show Saturday.
Big
Cande.
show, clearing out. Sounds good.
Oh, Chris Young, Mitchell Tenpenny, the Famous Friends Tour, Ernest opening up, and we are excited about it. Ticketmaster.com. By the way, we gave away a bunch of tickets yesterday at Dublin Deck to this show.
How was it? Did you have a good time?
Not only was it gorgeous, the weather.
It was.
Southbound was great. They played first time this summer there. We had a great night. I brought my hoodie, my Dublin Deck hoodie, and it was beautiful. It was great. And I met someone who worked at Dublin Deck. Her name is Christine. And Christine, wait a minute. Before I go into this, Cande, do I hear the tip-tap?
Yes, ignore the tip-tapping.
Should I even say the dog's name?
Otis.
Yes.
Otis and Tilly.
Otis is awake.
Let me see what they're doing. Yes, they're awake. Oh, they're kind of playing.
It's a different tapping than just Tilly. I can hear it, yes.
It is. It is a quicker one.
Mm-hmm. So I met Christine. She is such a big fan of this show, Cande.
Really?
She says that she drives her son Daniel to school in the morning around this time, and they are from Mount Sinai, and they are such big fans of the show that the son was like, Mom, you have to say hi to Phathead if you see him at Dublin Deck. You got to say, and she's been working there a while. We've never met. And we took a picture together, and she was great. Big fans of the show.
That's so nice. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Christine.
It's really me you're listening to, isn't it, Christine?
Daniel, thank you. Yes, you are the one they love. That is true. Cande, This Is Us, the finale. Take it away. We watched it. And by the way, if you have not watched it yet, sorry, it's been 2 days. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
There's really nothing that we could give away.
Right.
Right?
No, there's
you really
nothing.
have to see it to get the emotion and the feeling. So
Correct.
We're not doing anything naughty.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, I'm going to miss that show very much. I feel like I've broken up with somebody in a way. Mm-hmm. There'll be no more of it. So that's very sad. The show was very, I want to say, mellow, because last week was so emotional. This was more of a healing show, so to speak. They made some great points. They had some great scenes. I bawled twice. I'm happy it ended that way.
Yes, I'm glad you brought up the fact that it was kind of mellow. You're right. It was sort of like, and again, not giving anything away, because if you're a fan of the show, you know this episode is like after Rebecca's funeral.
Right.
And it's kind of like a little bit of the healing process and where do we go from here and that kind of thing, which I guess you could expect.
You know, you have your parents, and I texted you yesterday to hug them and be grateful you still have them.
Yes.
I lost my parents. I was 21 when my dad died, and I was 30 when my mother died, okay? So I really related to a lot of what was going on with, you know, how Kevin is thinking of things. Maybe he was a little nasty or grumpy or not the perfect son, and that happens. And also good scenes when you know it's so inconsequential, but something your mother says sticks in your head. So that really got me.
Yeah, the scene, I hear all of that. You need a hug. Get over here.
I need a hug.
The scene that really stuck with me from the whole show, which surprised me because it was not with all three of the kids. It was Randall and Deja sitting on the step of the cabin.
Yes.
And
where he finds out he's having a grandson.
Yeah, well, you just gave it away.
Gave it away. Too bad.
That's okay.
But William
yes.
is in a scene.
Yes.
He is very sick. They go back in time when the girls are much younger. And he's explaining to Randall the feelings of being a grandparent. Well, that got me.
I thought of you.
On the tear roll, I was sobbing.
I thought of you.
Because he's like, here, it's the most pure and unconditional love, and it's the most beautiful thing. And then you think, how many years do I have with this person? Oh, forget it.
Just, I thought of you because I know you're about to be a grandmother.
Yes.
And, obviously my parents who, they've been knee-deep in this for a while. They've got 8 grandchildren. Yeah, I was, when I heard that, I was like, I wonder what Cande is thinking right now while she's watching this particular scene.
I was crying because it was so eloquently put.
Yeah.
And I loved William. I loved him on the show. So I love his voice. So when he was speaking, it really got to me. Listen,
now,
great job, Dan Fogelman. I still want to meet you. I love you.
And the tenor of the episode, Cande, was telling us to enjoy the little mundane moments, the ones that just kind of seem to pass you by. And I, while watching the family, Jack and Rebecca and the kids enjoy just a random rainy day in their living room, I thought to myself, I'm good at that. But seriously, I don't mean that in a funny way. I enjoy, like even this morning when we were talking about my family being in Delaware and I'm here working, I miss my family. I enjoy sitting in the living room with my family and just doing whatever, and so I don't let those things pass me by. I thought that was great. I thought that was great by the
Yes, it is great. And it does go so fast. So it's good you don't pass those. I remember having great times with my sons when they were little, and I can't wait to have great times with my granddaughter when she arrives. So much to look forward to. But life, listen, it's bittersweet, as we know.
Now, last thing, I want to see how big a fan you are. How closely you were watching, because I was curious how they would do this.
I was crying,
What was the final image the show had before it faded to black, Cande? Can you recall?
I can, because it was my beautiful Jack.
Yes, it was.
Who, may I say, is more beautiful than ever.
Yes, he looks great.
He may be more beautiful dead than alive.
He looks great.
He looks fabulous. What a good-looking man.
Yeah.
And he's sitting on the couch, and he was a fantastic father.
Yeah.
That lost his life much too soon. And the impact that he instilled in those kids are with him to this day.
I thought it was appropriate the way they showed him. His face was the last thing seen. Because the show, even though Rebecca took over most of the lead work after he passed away, he was the whole nucleus of that show.
Oh, he was so good. And it wasn't cute when they were shaving.
Yeah. Oh,
and he has such a good relationship with Kate.
Oh,
just beautiful.
Don't get me started, because you say with the parents and everything, that's how the show really kind of hooked onto you. The relationship between Jack and Kate reminds me so much of me and Abigail. That it's crazy, just
very
crazy.
much alike.
Yeah,
on the same page with your emotions and feelings.
Yep.
But the other kids had feelings too, and he pulled it out of them. So love it. And Kate as well, not Kate, Rebecca. Just a great show. What can I say?
So I said to Amy, I would have liked. If the last minute they came out like a Broadway show and took a bow, or if there was an announcement of a reunion special and she's like, no, I don't want a movie or reunion special, leave it as it is.
I kind of agree. I mean, it was very emotional to get up to this point, and I'm cried out.
All right. You're all cried out.
I'm all cried out.
One day I'll sing that song for you.
Beautiful show. Perfection.
That's it. It's over. I can't believe it.
That's what's killing me.
One day, a couple of years from now, maybe I'll binge watch it on a streaming.
I'm going to start watching it from scratch. Yes, me too.
It's too soon. I can't do it right now. Cande, we are less than 20 minutes away to your Bald and the Beautiful entertainment. Everything from Nashville to Hollywood. Not bad. 65 to 68 today. We take that. Some rain Friday evening into Saturday morning, and then we look to be pretty good for Chris Young kicking off our summer. Let's hit the roads. My Country 96.1.
Phathead and Cande in the morning. Weekdays 6 to 10 a.m. on My Country 96.1.